Hello again, it's Mark Garcia, CrushingTheCreditBureaus.com and ImproveMyCreditScoresWorkshop.com. In this next segment, I want to share with you a quick overview of the 7 steps to increasing your credit score, whether it's going to be for your personal or for your business. If you've downloaded the sheet 7 steps, or I'm a chef as most of you may know, I like to call it the 7-step recipe, and follow that along very methodically, and we cover this in our one-day workshop as well as it's covered in my book, CrushingTheCreditBureaus.com. There's not a lot to credit repair. There is and there isn't. I know that sounds like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but really to be effective in your credit repair and conditioning your credit, it's very simple steps that we have to follow through. But guys, you have to do it. Okay, now I know a lot of students before, and I've even had colleagues and family members say, yeah, Mark, I read your book, I've downloaded it, I've read it through, can't you just do it for me? The answer is no, for a couple of reasons. One, I just don't have time or the inclination to do credit repair, but no one is going to be more concerned about getting your FICO credit scores and cleaning up your credit report than you. And believe me, there's a lot of services out on the internet. Just type in credit repair and I think there's 8 million hits that come up of all the different services out there. But I want you to just think about this for a second. Who's going to be more interested in getting your credit scores repaired or cleaned up quickly? You or a company that wants to charge you on a monthly basis to send out credit dispute letters on your behalf? I almost like to term it, you can pay someone to lose weight for you, but in all reality, it's probably not going to happen. You're going to have to do the hard work yourself. Now, the great thing, though, this is hard work, but it's some of the most profitable hard work you'll ever do because, as I think you're learning from these video segments, your credit scores are probably the most important thing to your fiscal, financial health out of anything else you could ever do. So yes, is it tedious? It can be. Some of the forms that you're able to download from the website and some of the forms that are available in the book that I have, Crushing the Credit Bureaus, will help keep you on task because that's really how you're going to get those scores quickly that you want. By learning the techniques, by learning the tips that I teach you, and by going through the process of not only cleaning up the negative information from your credit report, but also doing the things to positively impact your credit scores, you're going to see results, guys, in 30, 60, 90 days. Save for bankruptcy, tax liens, and foreclosures, and we can get those off pretty quick as well. Pretty much any of the negative information in your scores, plus being proactive on some of the positive things that you're doing, are going to help get your scores 100, 150, 175 points in a very short amount of time, guys. It just doesn't take years to get your credit scores back up. Having said that, I also want you to be patient. If you've spent the past 2-3 years just trashing your credit, it's not going to happen the first time we send out letters. Okay, it will happen quickly. It's not going to happen overnight. You've got to be methodical in it. I give you lots of worksheets to work with to keep everything in one place so you have a system that you're doing with it. A lot of times you can even do some of these disputes over the phone. And inside the ebook and inside the workshop, we also teach you another technique of how to get somebody else, another national organization, to do the credit repair and credit dispute for you. And by the way, when the credit bureaus get a letter or a phone call from this company, from this institution, you get results quickly. I mean, I've actually seen bankruptcies disappear over the course of 4 or 5 days. It doesn't happen all the time. I just want to make sure I put that out. But when you get this institution behind you, by the way, no charge. They do this for you free. So to learn more about that, if you go to the website, CrushingTheCreditBureaus.com, we also talk about it extensively in the workshop. But if I can press upon you nothing from this segment, take away that you've got to do this yourself. I know it's easy, because believe me, I was there when I was going through my credit nightmare. I paid attorneys, bankruptcy attorneys, credit repair experts, law firms, everyone that was out there with their hand out saying they could clean my credit. And they didn't do it as fast as I wanted it to happen. So that's what led me to do more of the research on how to do it myself, because again, who's going to be more interested in getting their scores fixed? Me? Or the law firm, or the pretend law firm that's actually a bunch of clerks sending out letters that wants to charge me on a monthly basis a retainer fee to send out letters. And by the way, they only want to dispute one thing at a time because they say that's their proven, quote-unquote, proven method of getting things off. They don't want to dispute too many things at once. Guys, I've had students send out 8, 9, 12, 17 different items on a credit report. There's no limit to what can be done on a dispute, so don't think that you have to spread this out over the course of months and years to get things disputed and corrected on your file. So just be cautious of looking at some of those firms. By the way, there's also individuals out there. I haven't worked with these people personally, but I know that they charge anywhere from $3,000 to $17,000 to do credit repair for you. Be very cautious of that. You can do much more for yourself, quicker, better, faster. Again, Mark Garcia, CrushingTheCreditBureaus.com and Improve My Credit Scores Workshop. We'll see you on the next one.